I have a question for you. How's that hustle culture going for you? For me, I'm ready to step into the slow lane. Hi, I'm Laurie. Welcome to my channel. 1 year ago, I did something that was completely outside of my comfort zone. I created this channel and uploaded my first video to YouTube. I had no idea whether anyone would even watch. I certainly didn't know whether I'd still be doing this a year later. At the time, I thought I was starting a YouTube channel. I didn't consciously realize it at the time, but I was actually starting something else. It was really the beginning of me figuring out what I wanted the next chapter of my life to look like. And I didn't realize at the time how much I would change over the course of this past year, or how much I would have to let go of to find out. When I look back over this first year on YouTube, one of the biggest themes was something I never expected my channel to become known for: decluttering. I started Swedish death cleaning because I'd accumulated a lifetime of things, and some of those things came with a lifetime of memories. I thought I was simply deciding what stayed and what went. But somewhere along the way, I realized I wasn't really making decisions about stuff. I was deciding what I wanted to carry with me into this next season of my life. And strangely enough, every time something left my home, something else seemed to happen. I felt lighter. And then several of you started telling me that you were doing it too. Over time, I've realized that clutter isn't always something sitting on a shelf. Sometimes it's behind a cabinet door. In the pantry, I was reminded that it's food we've forgotten that we already have. And sometimes it's something we've been meaning to take care of for so long that we've gotten used to carrying it around in our heads. I loved this comment because Donna immediately understood what I was trying to say. Sometimes the things taking up our mental space aren't particularly difficult. We've just been carrying them for so long that somehow it feels difficult. Maybe making room in our lives isn't only about having less. Maybe it's about carrying less. And once I started making some space, another question began creeping in. What do I want to put back? For a very long time, life was largely about responsibility. Work, family, caring for people I loved, keeping everything moving. And suddenly I found myself asking questions I hadn't asked in a very long time. What do I enjoy? What have I missed? What am I curious about? What are some things I still want to learn about? Ironically, some of those adventures turned out to be my least watched videos of the year. And I'll admit that really discouraged me. But looking back, I'm glad I made every one of them, because not everything we try has to become something. Sometimes trying it is the point. But perhaps the biggest surprise of this entire year wasn't anything I did. It was you. Somewhere along the way, this stopped feeling like me making videos and sending them out to strangers on the internet. You started sharing in return. You told me about your homes and your families. You told me about things you'd inherited and couldn't let go of. Some of you told me about people you'd lost. You told me when something I did gave you an idea. And sometimes you simply said, I needed this today. Those are the comments I remember. Somewhere along the way, I realized that maybe the most useful thing I could do here wasn't show you a perfect home or a perfectly figured out life. Maybe it was simply to show you someone figuring out these things in real time. I wonder sometimes what I would say to the woman who uploaded that first video 1 year ago. I don't think I'd tell her how many people actually watched. I wouldn't tell her which videos took off and which ones flopped. I wouldn't tell her about subscribers, watch hours, or algorithms. I'd probably just tell her, keep going. Because a year from now, you're going to have a little less stuff, a little more courage, and a whole lot more curiosity. And you're going to meet thousands of people you never would have known otherwise. And maybe that's the biggest thing this year has taught me. We don't have to completely reinvent our lives to change them. Sometimes we just clear one drawer. We make one phone call we've been putting off. We finally let go of something we've been carrying. We take the trip. We get back on the bicycle. We take the class. We try the recipe. We say yes to something we're curious about. And then maybe we do one more thing. And one day we look back and we realized all of those little things added up to something much bigger. We changed. So wherever you are in your own story, maybe there's something you've been thinking about doing, something you want to let go of, or something you'd like to begin again. You don't have to figure out that whole chapter today. Maybe you just need to turn the page. Thank you for spending this first year with me, and I can't wait to see where we go next.